Yo, welcome to Lion Podcast. Like it or not, the livest show in the O. We're ready to go. The Lion's Den is full. I got the quarantine dream team. To my right, it's old Grumpy Biscuit.
What's up, everybody?
Straight ahead, it's Litty Clemmy.
Good evening.
To my left, you can't spell jokes without the O.
What's up, baby?
And I'm your host, Mr. Tokes. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the show. How's everybody doing in this bitch?
Beautiful.
I'm solid as usual.
Yeah. So I just want to give a shout out and show some love to Anna, my good friend Anna. She's having a real hard time during this pandemic because she has a compromised immune system. So she's sad. Aww. Yeah, she's feeling down right now. But she wanted me to tell you guys thank you because we keep her laughing and smiling. And, you know, I thought that was pretty fucking special.
That's special.
Thank
you, miss.
Thank you.
That's why we're here. That's why we do this.
So, Mike,
Shout
let's give Anna a big yay.
Yay.
Thank you, Anna. We
rock.
appreciate the love. We really do. I told her I could make a black lavender striptease happen, but she declined that rather quickly. But that's still on the table, though. That's still on the table.
I've been working out since the corona started.
You do look really sexy, dog.
Hey, man,
I was gonna say that.
I know what you 6 feet dancing naked.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I didn't know if it was the haircut or the weight loss, but now I see it's both.
Yeah, I'm doing a little something, man.
Plus the dancing.
Yeah, plus
It's preserving the sexy.
Yeah. Got to.
What kind of workout you doing?
Because my son for football, so we doing.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. So you're just getting in there.
Yeah, I'm just getting in there.
Smart dad.
Stay hydrated, son.
Yeah, got to.
Yeah, you take advantage of the exercises you got there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, I could sit here and watch them work out, or I could get in there.
Yeah.
Do some reps. Papa reps.
Yeah, you got to get it in there, man.
So are you working out with him?
With him. Like,
is he
cardio.
How many weights you got to take off when you go up?
No, I was grown man. Yeah. I got grown man strength.
He ain't there yet. Your boy ain't there yet.
He ain't there yet. He a big dude. He's strong, but
he's big.
He's still better. He's still a little cut.
Yeah, he's still a little cut. He still got some growing to do.
Did anybody go out this past weekend?
No.
Anybody venture out into the world and see how it was going?
I went to the beach.
Nice.
You went to the beach again?
Yeah.
You're going to the beach all the fucking time.
I'm a beach guy, man. That's my life.
Are you 6 feet back guy, or you're just like, yo, stay the fuck away from me, guy?
No, we were
respectful.
There was so few people there. I mean, it was easy to maintain space.
Nice.
That's good.
Mike's really finding his beach.
Yeah.
You went out?
Yeah, dog. I went saw a family like 2 hours out, right by Tampa.
Oh,
yeah.
My fat ass went to go get some Cinnabon, though.
Yeah.
I saw it open, and I was like, oh, shit. I was legally robbing this place. I was like, let me get 2 packs and a single. Yeah. I was like, I'm out of here. The oven was going off. It said done. I was like, damn right you are.
Damn.
I was like, you're done. You don't even know. Got an extra cup of icing.
No,
yeah, dog, I don't play that shit.
Oh, yeah. Have that.
I go all in.
You know how many stomach aches I got from Cinnabon because I ate that shit so much?
Oh, man.
You hoarded that shit.
It would be disgusting. I ate it so much.
Dang.
It's like, it's one of those things that I just can't even, like, I'm sure it's good eventually, but I couldn't eat one right now because
you ate so many of them.
I did dirty things to those things. I ate so many, dude, so many.
I went and got some Saturday, right?
Uh-huh.
Brought it for a party I went to in Tampa. I went back to the same place because it was family, so I went back, drove another 2 hours because I love them.
Uh-huh.
Drove back. I got the 2-pack I bought was for my job.
Oh,
so when I brought him back thank you, sir. When I brought him back to my aunt's house on the way there, they're like, again? I was like, nah, chill. I was like, this is for my job. Don't touch it.
Yeah, don't leave that alone.
Yeah.
I bet you guys was like happy to get that.
They were like, yo, good looks. I did my thing though. I kept my hands clean. I used like a big ass. It looked like I worked there. I had like a big ass fork to poke at it and pick it up for everybody. I was just start charging people.
Yeah, you should start charging for the Cinnabons, man. That's a good look though, bro.
I haven't eaten Cinnabon in forever.
Dude, me either. That's why I had to. I saw it and it was like,
I kind of feel like it's new or something.
Yeah,
probably.
I don't even think I walked. I think I floated. I was just like in the
levitated.
Air. Yeah. I was like, I just came here to get gas.
Facts. And you know what? You got to do that because I haven't seen a Cinnabon in this area around here.
There's one.
Are they gone?
Nah, there's one.
Is it still in the Sanford Mall?
Altamont Mall.
Dang.
Altamont Mall guy.
No, that's a Auntie Anne's, right?
It's like a half and half thing, like a Pizza Hut.
So that
Taco
that
Bell.
one in the Sanford one's gone.
I don't know because I usually go.
That was the one
that.
that was the OG one that I
That's the
used to
one
go
that
to.
I
bet.
That was the
Bet.
king of the stomach aches right there. I ventured out to one of my favorite places, man. We got a little daring and we went out. So just to kind of see what the scene was and shit like that. Cause I told her, I was like, yo, if we're gonna do this, let's do this smart.
Right.
You know? So we went to the super expensive place. That was my way of getting
Being
her to
smart,
go to
yeah.
a super expensive place.
Uh-huh.
So it was a plan and it worked. We ended up at the Ravenous Pig and dude, it's on Fairbanks right there past the train tracks.
Yes,
and when
sir.
I'm talking about food, dude, crab beignets. We started off with the crab beignets. Then we moved up to the lamb ribs.
Holy monkey.
Sound like some
Dude, that was just the appetizer. Then I ate the special. It was a rabbit. And that shit was amazing.
Rabbit was,
Dude, it was
I love
amazing.
rabbit.
I haven't had rabbit since, yeah.
R.I.P. Bugs Bunny.
She had the crab
Thumper.
spaghetti.
Yum yum.
Thumper.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was thumping
Crab
me so
spaghetti.
tender.
My rabbit-
Red sauce? Red sauce or white?
My
What kind of
rabbit
sauce?
it was like vegetables and it's like
Oh,
a
so it
vegetable
wasn't-
medley. It
It's
was
probably like a wine.
dude, it was some sort
Yeah.
of lovely. It was lovely. It, was so
sounds-
good.
it sounds like
was
art.
a rabbit a little
So
sweet?
lovely.
But
So
hers,
lovely.
but she had a better meal.
Tell
Though.
me.
Her crab spaghetti, dude, I'm talking about, was surprisingly fucking off the charts. It was the only problem was she ordered the small portions, and so it's like a chef place, so they will give you a small portion.
Yeah, it's a
It's
sampler.
fucking
It's
small.
another sampler.
And she usually eats light, but it was so delicious. She was like, "Shit, I should have got the big one." I was like, "It doesn't matter. I would have ate that shit anyway."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you wouldn't have even got to that.
You guys saw what Corey did though?
What he did?
He quarantined the bill. Make sure everybody stood the fuck back. You ain't got this money. Back up, bro.
Back up.
I got rabbit in my bowl.
No, but what I did notice was the service. It was 25%, so there was a lot of space, which I liked it because it was more intimate.
Sorry to
And-
cut you
and
off.
the
Did you have to make reservations or you walked in?
No, we didn't because it was only 25%.
No, I didn't know if you got
how long
lucky.
was the
No,
wait?
it wasn't that-
Yeah, see what
no,
I'm saying?
I think we only waited like a few minutes.
Wow.
It was right in there. Yeah, nobody's really doing this yet. That's why it's
Yeah,
kind of
you're
safe.
guinea pig.
Yeah, yeah.
You're guinea pig right now.
Well, everybody in there was spaced out, is what I was saying. The service was noticeably better. The food there is always money, so that wasn't a place. But at Rustique, we went to Rustique too, and we both had the Chilean sea bass. The food was significantly better at that place, and the service was good as well too. So, and it was just a night out. You know what I mean? A couple nights out.
You know what I would like about that?
What?
To go to like a spot like that or whatever I would enjoy, you know what I mean? Even if it's not top creme de la creme, getting your food fast.
Yeah.
25%, dog, like wherever you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like you get a steak or you get like some chicken with some nice cheese on it. You know the cheese is coming out hot.
Yeah.
It's like a party
Yeah.
at 3.
That's true.
Dude.
Anywhere right now, like Disney would be awesome with 25%, dude. The
Oh.
only wait is just to get in the gate. Then it's like, I'm here
Have
all
fun.
staying till dark, bro.
Yeah. You ain't getting no spot, bro.
Yeah, there ain't no wait in the line. That's only one time waiting. That's worth it.
I got an annual
I'll wait 5 hours just to get in, and then there ain't no more waiting.
Oh,
I got an annual pass. If I use that shit, you'll see me as a grown ass man running around.
I
All
know.
that freedom.
I
I'm like
mean-
churros, baby. I'm running. I'm going to like to the Dorf rides.
Right.
I'm going to like Animal Kingdom.
Got turkey, man.
Yeah, bro. Like
I
that's
think
so nice.
I think I would want it to stay 25%.
Me too. Are we talking about theme parks?
I liked
or
it too
restaurant?
much. Everything. I like it too much. It's just
But when
elbow
you-
room.
But like when you going like,
Well, for the time we're in, though,
yeah.
nobody's sitting around you anywhere, dude.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it's like you are alone in the restaurant. Is how it feels, dude. They're moving tables in certain
So
areas to
intimate.
like make it. Dude, it is
Super intimate.
You, I
You
had
got babies
two.
again, man.
It's like
dog.
life in
Yeah,
life in 1890, man, when it wasn't so populated, you know.
Right, exactly. I had two servers at once. I'm like, who are you?
You could hear yourself talk. Like you're
Yeah.
having a conversation.
Yeah, you can hear.
You don't hear glasses.
That's
banging
another
around,
thing. That's
knives
another
and
thing.
shit.
You can hear conversation. It's never too loud.
Right.
It's
Now, usually, if you just take a breath, you hear glass.
That had to
Hitting
feel
each
like
other.
very exclusive, like super VIP ish.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was drinking my fucking old fashions, loving life. I was like, yo, this is.
Dope.
I feel kind of bad at first, but now that I know we're alone,
Yeah,
fuck it, this is winning.
Dude, you should have posted it like, "Hey, did a venturous thing today, motherfucker."
I didn't want to. No, I
People would
didn't.
have thought like you discovered America
There we
again.
go.
Like,
Like, here we go
oh,
again.
restaurants
Don't let the secret out. Well,
You know,
now.
it's interesting you say that because I thought about that and I was like, nah, I don't want to rub it in people's faces. And this is the thing.
True.
Like my girl just told me, she was like, hey, let's go get a room. Should I book a room on the beach this weekend? And I said, no. I said, I'm trying to play Switzerland here.
Yeah, you're not pushing it. You
I'm
don't wanna
not
push it.
trying
Hotels
to push.
to me are still iffy.
Yeah. I said, baby,
Hotels
that's
get used, bro.
yeah. I said, baby,
That's true.
That's a little too much. You know, and I understand you just want to get out and get some vitamin D and soak up the rays and all that good stuff, but I just didn't feel like it was time yet to do that.
yeah.
You know, and not just because I didn't trust the hotel room, but morally because I respect the situation.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure that we're, you know, just respecting the situation.
Yeah, because it's like when you going out, everybody act like we just wasn't on quarantine. So you're in the like going to Costco is like back like it was before, and I'm like,
But with masks.
yeah, but with masks. But at the same time, it's like, and then you got the CDC saying that touching stuff is not as harmful as they thought. So you don't know. It's
Yeah,
like
dude,
it's always
that's
something. It's like
Dude, it
starting
is
new again.
so much
do we
bullshit.
just go outside or
For
do
every
we
person
stay
that tells you one
inside?
thing on another channel at the same
Same
time,
time,
somebody's
yeah.
telling you the
Yeah,
opposite.
it's just crazy.
It is. I'm over it,
Yeah.
dude. I'm over it.
Dude, I
That's,
felt
So
like,
it's just kind of being careful. That's all you can really
Yeah.
do.
well, with being careful, it goes right into what I was saying. I felt like in this thing called life that I was trying to figure it out, and I'm leveling up, and I just like lost all my lives, and I got to restart again. And now I'm like doing the game on hard or some shit.
that's
Like, dude, like I thought you know what I'm saying? No, like life isn't easy as is, right? You got to adapt, you got to learn, make money. You want to not be a failure to yourself, to your family.
Right.
So you're figuring it out, and now it's like. Boom! Plug got pulled. And it's like, hey, start over again because now you got to figure out new shit.
I'm even starting my workouts up extra because we did yoga on Friday and Monday.
Right.
I mean, we're fucking
Nice.
doubling up now.
got-
we're doing
yeah,
all kinds of
that's
workouts.
awesome.
We're going hard.
trying
dude.
to-
Take some
I'm
vitamin C,
slimming.
dog.
Yeah.
Vitamin C.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing.
Chewables. Get
Yeah.
some chewables.
Vitamin C and vitamin D. If the people don't know that, guys, stock up on that shit. Get it in you.
Yeah, man.
It's important. Get your
it's
IUs,
good
all
shit.
that stuff. You need it, especially because we're finding out more and more that it seems to be the one solid that you can take away. Vitamin D does help. Getting out in the sun actually does help.
Yeah.
I don't know why the whys.
Yeah,
But just
but it
do
helps,
it, right?
yeah.
No,
well,
vitamin
I don't
C-
know
vitamin C
the
immune
whys of
system.
why they're telling us to stay
Stay
inside
inside.
and like not go out. Like they should be telling, like when I was talking about the other episode, how I was like,
But
hey, they could be helping us do this process with the gas station hiring employees, showed us good faith and shit.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like you guys could be showing good faith by like just telling us vitamin C, vitamin D,
Vitamin D.
teach us how to stock up on our immune system and shit like that. Things that we can do that were within our control. It's like, why aren't you helping us there? Why are you shoving this vaccine shit down our throats and
stay
just
at home
stuff.
there's so many
Yeah,
fucking
something-
weird things.
Something weird about that.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of trying to control what I can control and fuck the noise. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's weird though, because venturing out too, also to different places that were closed, shut down. You know, I kind of catch myself forgetting sometimes about the social distancing. Like there was an elderly couple that was like struggling to get out of the door of this restaurant. I got some carry out yesterday, and you know I didn't even realize I didn't have a mask on. I got super close, just opened the door for him.
Oh, shit,
Helped the
yeah.
dude in his car and
Yeah.
shit, man. You know. But I was like, oh shit. After I was like, man, I might have done, you know, thinking
Good, you know,
I thought I was doing a good deed, man. I
You
was
could
doing
have
out.
gotten shot in 2020. Getting close, helping somebody with their
What if
groceries.
somebody got you on Facebook and like
Yeah.
2 weeks later those people get
Yeah.
you're like,
Look at-
it was
I know.
me.
Look at this
But you don't
asshole
know
trying to help without a mask.
They're in the obituaries.
That'd be so fucked up.
Oh shit!
Hurtful.
Or you help him out and he gets in the car and then he pulls out the gun and says, "Now get away."
Yeah. Okay, man. You want my food?
I
man?
went to Guitar Center though before I came here, and it's like it was like a 5-minute wait outside, and I went in and it's just like you know, there was like 3 people in the whole store, man. It's just like I
Bro.
felt like skipping through, you know.
Hell
like-
yeah.
Did it smell cleaner?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
yeah.
You could tell a lot of people have been putting in that work on the
On the
places.
cleaning
yeah,
side,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. It's
Mandatory masks,
only-
everything. Yeah.
Everything's been sanitized only 3,000 times. Jackie had so much sanitizer in her purse. We were pulling it out every 5 seconds. I told her I'm convinced the table was cleaner when we left the motherfucker. Because like I used some when I touched the menu. I'm like, oh shit, let me use hand sanitizer. I mean, everything I touched, I fucking use
Surprised you don't
sanitizer.
have
Even the
down
table.
to the bone.
Yeah, I'll be like, ah.
Bro, you know it's bad for you, right? You know you're taking off.
But
You're taking
what's
off
worse?
technically
Good
good bad
bacteria,
germs.
yeah.
You gotta keep it on you, dog. You
You
can't go
need
crazy.
bacteria.
Hey, I
But
looked
just
at,
don't touch your mouth. Don't jerk off your tongue. I told you. Just don't. You could
Keep
touch.
your hand off your
You
tongue.
could touch a
Corey.
table. You could touch a doorknob.
wait
Just
a
don't.
minute. Wait a minute.
Just don't slosh yourself.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Don't get yourself
Wait a
wet
minute.
with your hand.
I'm ready.
in your mouth.
I give my tongue good hand.
Well, exactly. So, but when it's done, make sure one, it's in the privacy of your home.
Yeah.
Two, then you could wash your hands. If you touch a menu, dog, don't freak out.
Oh my God.
What do? You
I
eat
got
you're not eating with your hands like a 2-year-old with mac and cheese. You're
this is
using
the
a
other.
fork.
This is the other thing.
And-
This is the other thing that I was thinking. It's like, well, when I did touch the menu, then I touched the sanitizer, then I'm touching the menu again.
yeah,
My hands
right.
are still wet with sanitizer.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like I'm doing other people a good too because I'm
This
cleaning
guy
that part of the
does- Yeah.
sanitizer.
They're not touching the same exact part of the menu
It's
as you.
clean.
They're
Okay,
not touching. They're not touching the mozzarella sticks.
I'm gonna touch where he touched.
If
it.
they touch that spot, it is.
Bro, if they touch the like steak part,
I'm
that's,
doing
like,
my
in the
part.
third
Oh,
corner
I'm doing my
somewhere.
part.
Would
But-
gloves do anything?
Yeah,
In that
gloves,
case?
gloves will be
You
prevented.
got to think back to like the 1920s where people were like putting
White
on the
gloves?
Ritz, man. Yeah, you going out to eat,
Start
you know,
challenging
you got your
people.
gloves
Yeah.
25%.
24/7
I
gloves.
challenge you.
on to a duel.
Start fighting people for steak.
Yeah. Somebody had to go after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Somebody's got to die.
No shit.
You pay my bills, sir.
No shit. All right. So we were talking before the show the other day about some shit that I said that we should save for a show because it was one of the craziest things I've seen walking this earth. In fact, it very well might be the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I know this because the older I get, the more I realize that that's true. It happened a long time ago. Has anybody seen the Bo Jackson 30 for 30? You don't know Bo episode?
So good.
You guys all seen that one?
So good.
You haven't seen that, Clemmy?
one of the beginning.
I've
one of
seen
the
it,
beginning
but it
ones.
was like it was on, but I was in the house doing shit. Kind of like got bits and pieces. I didn't get the whole thing.
Well,
I couldn't quote you anything. Probably.
That's what I think about when I look back on this. That's how crazy this is. But there's a little context to this happening, and it's kind of interesting time in my life. So I'm just gonna go with it. I was in first grade. Mm-hmm. It was not a good year for me so far. I had a fucked up haircut, and my teacher was mean to me. But she was sneaky mean though, you know, like some low key real bully shit. She would do subtle shit like shit that wouldn't sound like nothing if I told my mom or dad. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like little just passive fucked up shit. She would say, "There's Corey just staring out the window." I'm like, "Bitch, it's a fucking window." You know, that's what it's there for. Anyways, when you're 6 years old, it's hard to receive all that. Like you don't have any experience with grown-ups and shit like that. You know what I mean?
You're trying to filter it, see what the message is. Like, what are you trying to say? I don't.
Exactly, dude. I'm not used to this shit because the only introduction of grown-ups that you have is with your parents and things like that. You're 6
So,
years old,
yeah.
dude, and whoever your parents' close friends are, and they're all nice to you. They're not going to be mean to you.
That.
So it was so bad I couldn't sleep at night. I was actually breaking out in hives.
Dang.
Like I was breaking out in hives, and my mom knew that wasn't like me
I'm sure
because
fuck that teacher up.
because
dog.
she knew
right now,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, I had a
messed up.
brother that was 6 years older than me. Nothing bothered me, and my mom knew this, so she was just like, "All right, something's got to be serious." Because when I was telling her, it was kind of like I didn't know what to tell her because I didn't know how to.
You know how to
Yeah, you don't
explain
know
that.
how.
I'm like, there's, somebody's mean, but fuck it, who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll go back to school. I ain't worried about this bitch. So shit hit the fan when the teacher took me out of class without my mom knowing, dude, and she put me in a special learning class with all these kids I've never seen before. One kid,
Did you go to the short bus too?
one kid had a fucking helmet on, dude.
That's too, bro. That's messed up.
Did you hear me?
What kid had a helmet on, bro?
Yeah, bro. There was like fucking 8 of us in there.
What did you do?
By the way, no windows. There was no windows in this fucking
Took the
place.
windows from you.
You got sent to solitary.
I didn't do nothing. That was the thing. It wasn't even a fucking class where they put me in, dude. It was a storage room with a bunch of filing cabinets,
Give me 1992.
and janitorial shit everywhere. No bullshit, dude. It was a fucking
That's
closet.
messed up, bro.
Not even a fucking chalkboard. It looked like they took 8 desks, threw them in a fucking storage closet, and said, "Stick them in there."
Damn.
That's where I
That's
was,
awful.
and I didn't do anything.
And you were 6.
I was 6, bro. First grade.
First
Dog,
grade, first year in.
Imagine trying to like
Rookie.
Imagine trying to process that, and it's
It was
like
Corey's rookie year in school.
how long you in here for?
Oh, bro, processing it was
2 to 8
interesting.
periods. How long you in here for, young blood? 2 to 8 periods.
Oh,
I
dude.
think.
So,
I think, but I'm
got-
gonna take you standing up.
Yeah, I got
What?
windows.
dude, it was no windows in this place.
No, I
It
know,
was
man.
all
It's
quiet,
fucked
bro.
up.
It was
There-
all
there
quiet,
was
right?
People drawing like ones on the wall so they could tell how many
Was
days
the
they
were the
did.
walls padded?
Right. Oh no, dude, it was a fucking storage closet. There was
they
filing
had
cabinets.
industrial chemicals around y'all too.
Yeah, it was there was all kinds of shit. Bro, I could have probably died in that motherfucker, but all I was doing. So anyway, it was all quiet, right? You could hear the echoes of the real classes going on outside the walls and
Feel
shit.
more hurtful.
So the one with the helmet on was making noises. Right, like fuck, it was the weirdest experience, dude. I was just sitting there. So
Bro.
now she did this without explaining anything to me, dude,
Just
or
took-
my mom,
just
or
took you
anybody.
out of class
Just
and threw
took
you
me
in
out of
there.
fucking
She was
class.
judge and jury, executioner.
Basically, dude,
Dang,
I was
Corey.
getting a baby bender from Breakfast Club treatment, dude.
Dang.
Yeah.
She had to be sleeping with the president.
Or
The principal.
something.
Yeah.
You can't just pull. You just can't pull people out like that.
Yeah,
man. You
yeah.
got no
Hey,
jurisdiction.
it's a different time.
Yeah,
Be
it's
surprised.
The worst thing was I didn't do nothing wrong, dude. Like there was no discipline for anything. I was
The action.
6.
I mean, the discipline for the action.
So you
Right.
sitting in class one day and she just yanked you up and like, you going with me,
Dude,
son.
I didn't know what was going. She didn't yank me up, dude. She just said, "Come on, we got to go over here," and she put me in this fucking
She
room.
played on your emotions
Bro,
too?
bro, I
That's
ain't-
horrible.
Dude, this is-
It's gonna be okay, Corey.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it in there.
Exactly. Well, she didn't even say that much because she was mean, bro. So anyway, so I couldn't wait to go home and tell my mom this shit because frankly, I was kind of over being in a fucking closet. And as much as I love my new friends and all,
Corey's
I,
got to come out of the closet.
yeah, I had to fucking come out that closet,
In
dude.
the
So,
closet?
yeah, so I went home and told her, and yo, your mom ever get so mad that it was uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fuck, dude. Like
Unglued.
she's not even mad at you, but it still feels like she is
She's
type
mad at
shit.
you, yeah.
Dude, that's how this was. This situation was the same. My mom was like, "Why didn't you tell him to call me?" Because when she was done fucking cussing the teacher's name, she was like, "Why didn't you tell him to call me?" And I was like, "Honestly, Mom, I didn't even know that was an option." And she was like, "Even jailbirds get calls, Corey."
Damn.
She was pissed. We get up there. We go right up to the
Lady,
place.
give you your civil
She
liberties.
catches her right in front of the school, bro. Like there was no time in between. Yeah, she catches her right in front of the school. She did
Check
not.
this out, mother.
She did not fuck around. She said he stares out the window because he wants to be outside. He doesn't have a learning disability. You just need to better your ability to make him more interested in what you are teaching him. And what kind of teacher has a personality conflict with a 6-year-old? She goes, "Don't ever take him out of class unless it's disciplinary actions for bad behavior." And she looked at me. She goes, "Corey, you better be on your best behavior." And in that devil voice that moms use and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, and that was that. I never saw that room again.
That's
So
true. Shout out
and-
to mom.
Shout out for Mama Bear. And all that's important. Why? Because had I been stuck in that storage closet all year, I wouldn't have got to witness this crazy shit that I'm about to tell you about, dude.
Okay.
All right.
By the way, moms know if you're dumb or not, and that's awesome because I wasn't sure, dude. On the way home, I was like,
"Do I belong?"
I was like, "Mom."
Somebody ordered me a fucking helmet.
The kids say, "Mom, coming tomorrow, mom."
I do not. Even at 6, dude, you knew it's like I do not belong.
Yeah,
in here.
Corey's like,
No,
"Fuck,
I
don't need
really
clothes,
didn't.
I need a helmet."
No, I really didn't, dude.
Just
Because
confused.
yeah, dude, I was confused, dude. I mean, I even asked her. I was like, "Mom, you sure I'm not dumb?" She was like, "Corey, you're not dumb. You just struggle learning things that you're not interested in." And then she explained to me what ADD was, and that's kind of what that happened. So anyway, so now I'm back in my regular class, dude. I'm back in the saddle.
Celebrate.
And we go to PE one day, and it was physical fitness day.
Okay.
Physical fitness day is a day for the listeners, because I know all you guys know what it is, where they do all kinds of shit, including body fat, which is weird because hardly anybody at 6 years old had any body fat
Well, I
worth
do.
testing for, which is kind of pedophile-ish, but whatever.
Let me check your body fat, kids. I got some popsicles. Yeah. Let me touch your belly. See how much fat you got.
So,
got too much body fat.
Show me your fat, Corey.
so they test.
Touch your fat, Corey.
So they did have those weird little pinch tools. Those
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
little
To check the
things.
body fat.
Yeah, and you had to
Your
lift up
hips.
your shirt
Yeah.
and then let them
In front
pinch
of
your
the
back.
rest of the class, and you got the
Yeah,
fat roll.
dude.
I'm sorry.
Now that I think about that, that was weird. All right, and then so they were testing in these physical fitness days. They test push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, and I think shuttle run.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple other things. I don't know.
The long jump.
But back then,
There was
And
a-
the-
oh yeah, there was one.
I remember that.
And the stretch.
Yeah.
Did they do the stretching?
Yeah, and the standing long
Yeah, you
jump.
can
The
still
long
do
stretch
that.
money, touch your
standing long
toes,
jump.
pass.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. They did all that shit. But I wasn't ultra competitive back then, so I just wanted to do enough to fit in, you know, and I fared average in pretty much everything. So I was feeling pretty good about myself. Then last we arrive at the pull-up bar. Now, these kids get up here and they're failing left and right on the pull-up bar. The coach is cheering them on, feeling more and more defeated because hardly any of us could do a pull-up. And all he wanted, the whole goal was like one pull-up. So
Right.
for every 5 or 10 kids, you'd be lucky to see a pull-up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Every-
Six shit.
Yeah, 6 years old.
yeah.
Exactly.
6 get 6. I would love to see that.
Well, then it happened.
As a grown man, I could only do like 18.
Yeah.
Like the peak condition I've ever been in.
Shit, I don't even know if I did that many. I think when I was doing P90X, dude, my sets were like 12, 15 at the most.
Yeah, that was average.
Dude, that was at my
That was real.
strongest, you know what I mean? So then it happened. My lifelong broski Keith steps up to the bar, which, by the way, there are a number of people in this class that I still associate with today, including Keith. So I'd like to hear from all of them about this and see how they remember it. But so he jumps up and he gets the first, right? And I was like, oh shit, you know, that looked pretty easy. Before I could finish the thought, he got 2 and 3.
Dang.
Dude, I mean, this motherfucker was bouncing on that bar, dude, effortlessly. Then 4, then 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Everybody's
16,
counting at this
17.
point.
Bro, all these motherfuckers are just as easy as the first ones.
No.
He didn't really even slow down till about 20, bro.
At 6?
Bro, you sure this is first
21,
grade?
22, 23, 24, 25,
Keith was
26, 27, dude. That 27 is what I remember. And even if I'm off by a couple, who gives a fuck,
Yeah.
dude?
No, I
First-
do.
yeah.
I give a fuck. You deserve to be in that closet room if you think a fucking
Yeah.
6-year-old dude, 27, bro. Order
Bro,
that helmet.
no, if I was in the
You know,
closet,
but
Order
still,
that
it's, like,
helmet.
it's a
He was 8
technique
in the
too.
first
Like some
grade.
people are genetically kind of prone to
No,
be
you
able to
always
do
get
that.
you always get
But I
the-
mean, it's
the
rare. But there's
asterisk.
if they get that rhythm, it's called a kip. You know,
Right.
And if was he doing that, like his whole body was just rocking it.
oh, dude, it gets
he
interesting.
wasn't dead hanging that shit.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no, no.
He was
yeah,
rocking that
yeah,
shit.
No, yeah.
yeah.
I don't give a rocking fuck.
But still, dude.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I used to rock
Right.
that shit and only get 18 on my
Yeah.
best day.
Yeah,
You know,
you can only get
as a grown ass man.
you can only cheat so much on a
Yeah.
pull up, dude.
Right, that's true.
You're hanging
It's
dead
really
weight.
no cheating on pull-ups.
Right,
really, though.
right. If you
Even
get-
with a kip, once that dead weight catch you, oh yeah, you done.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, if you extend your arms, it's even harder. You're
Yeah.
fucked. You're locked out. You're done.
Yeah.
So
He
anyway,
needs to join like Cirque du Soleil or some shit, dude.
oh,
Fucking-
dude, this was one of the strongest dudes I've ever
Testing
known in
him
my
for
life.
Sniffing all the glue.
That was the
Oh, doesn't believe it.
That kid's
I tell.
well.
Elmer's
Well,
glue.
this
Oh,
is
skeptical.
this is the reason I remember it, because I remember him getting off, and it was even crazier to me that he was mad that he didn't get 30.
What?
Dude, that's fucking that's in my mind. Now, people are known to misremember shit. I could be wrong.
But still, it
But-
had to be a crazy number for you to be like.
But
"Damn."
dude, I was paying attention because I had to go.
Right.
You know what I
After him?
mean? Yeah. So and now I
You just
hold
left the
on.
classroom,
I looked
you gotta
up.
go behind
Yeah,
kids.
I just looked I did some research on this, bro. A 5-year-old girl got the record in 2016 with 18 pull-ups, bro.
That's pretty good.
It's a 5-year-old. That's fucking great.
That's a lot, bro.
It's a 5-year-old girl, bro.
Doing how many? 18?
18. And then the youngest recorded for a boy.
Hey, Mike, you're a 5-year-old girl.
Yeah.
So the
level.
youngest recorded for a boy was 15 years old, and the youngest record was 44. So that's 15 years old though.
Dang.
That's it. No, that's,
That's
all.
still-
That's
wow.
fucking amazing, dude. So I'm sure he had the record at a fucking 6-year-olds. So anyway, now you could imagine the kids' reaction and shit after the kids see Keith do all those fucking pull-ups. Kids are going crazy. Coaches were telling other coaches. It was a fucking moment. It really was.
Dog, imagine social media with that shit.
Oh,
Do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it again.
Exactly. He would have been fucking insta rich.
Yeah.
So it was
true.
so crazy. It was so crazy. I think my other classmates could hear the commotion from the storage closet. So
Even young guy.
Keith just did 30.
Yeah.
They stopped that.
come to think about it, we might want to go check on them kids.
It might have inspired that. It might inspire that helmet kid to take his helmet off.
Oh shit!
He said the helmet's coming off today. Keith done inspired me.
They're gonna need a cut.
He taking his helmet off.
So then it was my turn. All right, and I was sure I could get one before Keith went.
Right.
But after Keith went, but now
Who wants to follow that act?
that one I was hoping for didn't seem to have the same value anymore. So talk about hard act to follow. So I jump up there and I immediately notice I've never felt anything heavier in my life. I was so weak, but I was so mad I wouldn't come down. I just hung there. With my heavy ass haircut, dude, just fucking sit there.
These locks are holding me back.
Hey, everybody remember you hanging there. They don't remember how many Keith did.
Bro, I was so sad. So not even a single fucking pull up, dude. Not even a half a pull up. I couldn't even get up over my elbows. So fucking, I wanted to go back to the storage closet after that. So I went home and I cried to my mom, dude, and she thought I was the teacher that was making me cry. I was so sad. She was like, "What happened? What did that bitch do?"
She said you couldn't do pull up.
No. But shout out to Keith though, man. I love you, broski.
Yo,
It was
so-
a good
I don't
time.
know Keith, but that's some amazing shit.
So
I like
if
to meet him
Keith-
one day.
Awesome,
If Keith was 6, that means he was in timeout for 4 years, right? 'Cause that motherfucker had to come out. Diesel coming out of timeout.
Right.
Jack.
I got a picture of him.
I've been in time out for 4
Yeah.
years.
In that grade,
3
too.
weeks and
Oh,
2
shit.
hours.
In that
made his
grade.
own blocks.
Yep, I got a first grade picture. We're all in the same class. You're gonna see my ugly haircut and everything. And this is a very telling picture too, because you could see how upset I am because I was having the worst year of my life. so there's Keith Omar, and there's
shirt?
me back
What
there
shirt?
with the bowl haircut.
What shirt does Keith have?
Keith's the big one in the front.
Are you sure he didn't break the record?
But anyway, yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Keith, man. Your love, bro.
Shout out
But
to
that
you,
reminded me of You Don't Know Bo because
Hey, you
there
didn't
was
even have to
things.
tell me who Keith was, and I could have looked at the picture.
Exactly, dude. I don't even know what Omar is at. Like, dude, look at
Bro,
those.
That dude looked like
Which one's Keith? This is the one that looks like he can do.
pick out Keith.
Hey, which one's
who is
Keith?
Keith?
It's the kid that looks like he could do 30 pull-ups.
Clemmy, my man's
can't
Rush.
see, hold on.
He was the type that he doesn't talk shit about.
Looks
nothing.
like in my first grade picture too, man.
He's never oppressed about nothing, dude. He rushed for 7 touchdowns in a football game against New Smyrna. He's a bad
I can
motherfucker.
believe that. You can
Yeah.
look at his body like as
Yeah.
a 6-year-old. He was different.
Yeah,
He a different
we
athlete.
was
See
a part of
Corey's
the
haircut?
same
Dang, Corey.
creed.
Looks like Corey's haircut was in
Yeah.
quarantine.
My Bobo Bowl haircut.
That's a
your mom
home,
cut your
that's a
hair?
house cut.
That's my Bobo Bowl haircut.
There's
I don't
Keith.
even know who the fuck cut that
Hey,
hair.
we need to ask
Corey's hairstyle was
Hey,
you don't know
hey,
bowl cuts.
Mama K, you need to tell us who cut that baby hair.
I honestly don't know who fucking cut that hair, but that's what made me think about that Bo Jackson episode because, dude, there was so many stories that were told in there that were like, they said that only so many people saw them happen.
Right.
So it was like they didn't know because there's no documented footage of these
He
things.
did
That
some freakish stuff.
they said he
bro.
jumped over like a 20-foot ditch
Yeah,
when he was
I
running.
heard that.
They said he could throw these crab apples so hard he killed a goat.
Yeah, I heard that too.
It was
I
just
heard that
fuck.
too.
I mean, dude, this dude was doing crazy shit.
Terminator
And if you
son.
see him in the pros and what he did in the pros, it was very telling
I have one
of those
story
stories.
about-
That okay, go ahead.
I was a BoJack. I was a fan.
Right.
But when Brian Bosworth, he was supposed to be the best linebacker.
Oh, he got run over.
Bro, it was Bo Jackson versus Brian Bosworth. Brian Bosworth was supposed to be the best linebacker in the NFL at that time.
Right.
Coming out of Oklahoma, everybody.
Boz.
The Boz. He got the haircut.
He never recovered from that.
He never. I mean,
He ruined his career with that.
in one game, it was 1-on-1, Boz versus Bo, and Bo ran over him so hard. It was like you seen like the life leave that dude on the field. And after that, but he was just not Boz anymore.
Yeah.
He quit like the next
Bro.
year. Went into like movies or some
I
stuff.
try to
Yeah,
tell
he's
people
done.
because somebody posted a thing on social media the other day, real quick before we take a break. They posted a thing and it said, "Who's the best athlete?" And it had all these people: Serena Williams, LeBron, all these. And then
Deion
Bo
Sanders.
Jackson was on there, and I said, "Bo Jackson."
Period.
I said Bo Jackson. It's not
Period.
even close. Now, if there's Deion Sanders up there,
That's
I would have
what I
said it,
said,
but he
Deion
wasn't up
Sanders.
there.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Yeah,
up there.
that-
So
that's
I said,
a great
listen.
debate.
I said, listen, dude. you don't know Bo if you don't know that shit, dude. When they told me the story that sticks out to me is when the guy said he was standing. Now he had a witness. His girlfriend was sitting there, and they saw him half deep in water, and she was like, "Who's that?" "That's Bo Jackson, dude." He was waist deep in water, jumped up, did a complete backflip, and landed in the water waist deep.
No,
Bro, had witnesses for that shit. It's in that episode. You need to watch 30 for 30.
Dude, they've got offensive linemen jumping out of pools now. They can jump out of waist deep pool.
Yeah, I've
seen that. I saw that,
but
doing
jump
a
up to a flip.
But doing a flip.
Yeah. Doing a flip and landing on your feet is fucking hard, dude.
That's on some.
We'll be back.
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
Welcome back, Lion Podcast. Back up on that ass. Real quick, I just want to say, I remember too that those coaches, like, they would start having competitions with Keith for pull-ups because they saw how many he could do. So we had two Schulers, I'm not gonna say the names, but they had muscles, so they thought they could get down too. Well, dude, they would get so cheap, man. And I didn't think about this till like now. Like back then, I was too young to understand. But they weren't even counting all his fucking pull-ups. They were like making cheap excuses why not to count him. Like he was kicking too hard, right, bro? And at the time, I was like, you could get him, Keith. You know what I mean? but because he would beat them, and they would be embarrassed that they got beat by him. Dude, I mean, it was a crazy story. When you think about it, it's just a fucking crazy story.
It doesn't make sense because the kid is 6.
I know.
That is some world record.
Yeah, that's some hardcore.
That's some Bo Jackson
That's
shit.
why I equated it to the Bo. You don't know Bo. You don't know Keith.
And then you see him go for 7 touchdowns against in high
New
school.
Smyrna, in high school, yeah.
Dang,
I think he had like fucking, I could be wrong about this. I don't want to speculate, but I think he had over like 500 rushing yards that game.
In one game?
Bro. You know what, man? I got to get my boy Carter, dude. He listens to this show. He'll tell me everything. He's got everything documented, dude. As a matter of fact, that's his best friend. They're fucking lifers.
That's a lot. That's a lot of yards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care, bro. Sure. That's animalistic.
Yes.
That's awesome though, because to think about it, right? To not even probably know what you're doing at that age.
Yeah.
And you're just going ham as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's scary.
Yeah, it was cheap, man. It was very cheap. It was now looking back then, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, dude, I haven't had, when you're that young, dude, I think that's why so many kids get taken advantage of, because they're so young, man. You're coming into all your feelings and you don't know how to treat each situation.
That's true.
Even when you're being manipulated, you would never know it because you don't know how other people
You don't know
interact and
trust,
shit.
you don't know
Right.
belief, you don't know body language.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
So anyway, on to The Last Dance. Well, The Last Dance is over, everybody. And look, bottom line, it was a fun watch. It really was. It was a hit for ESPN. Ratings crazy. Plus, it was a great way to take your mind off the day-to-day madness that's been owning our fucking soul every day. So, however, I got to put in my 2 cents.
I heard something about that too. Go ahead.
Well, you could go ahead.
No, you go ahead. My non-basketball ass.
Well, first off, we all know Jordan was the man. He was easy on the eyes, no doubt about it. Easily the most fun player to watch ever. To most people, he's still the GOAT, and you'd be a fool not to understand that. I get it. As much as his documentary loves on Jordan, I think it overdosed slightly, and by doing so, it exposed some things even I never really thought about.
Like what?
There's so much talk about how Jordan's game would translate to today's era. Now, there's no question he could play at a high level, right? That's not what I'm saying. But the things I'm hearing are preposterous. It's fucking stupid, the things that I'm hearing, and it makes him sound like he's Keith, and he's not. No, no,
He's no Keith.
Yeah, he's no. But seriously though, it's pretty crazy. For instance, when you ask the question how Jordan's game would translate to this era, the central focus always goes to basketball. It's on the court. It's more threes, faster game, no defense, no hand checking, whatever. Fill in the blank. So that's what you tend to think about is how on the court, directly on the court stuff. But I found a potential weakness in Jordan's game in terms of how his game would transition to today's era during this documentary, and it was rather interesting. Now, this wasn't a weakness that affected him then, but I'm willing to go out on the limb and say it would very much have an impact if he played today. So now this is the thought that came about when I realized he was eating pizza late night before a finals game. Mm-hmm. Not just a finals game. It was a critical game 5. It's the championship. Right. This guy's eating pizza. Series is tied 2-2 in a game that if you win, something like 70% or better chance that you go on to win the series, which in this case was the championship. But he says, give me a large extra cheese with the works. And let it be noted that he was the only player on his team that ate from that pizza. Nobody else ate that pizza. So then you think about all the other shit he was into.
So he made them watch. He made them watch to eat the pizza.
No, he just ordered it late at night. He was hungry and he ate, but no, they didn't specify on that. They just said that no other players ate the pizza. It was the game where he got sick, dude. That's the pizza he got sick. That's how I know he got the fucking pizza. Food poisoning, and that was game 5. It was 2-2. It was the night before game 5. Yeah,
the flu game.
Yes. Okay. What are you doing eating fucking pizza the night before game 5 in the championship?
That karma for eating all that pizza.
A pivotal game 5. A pivotal game 5. You're eating pizza the night before. So then you think about all the other shit he was into, and none of it was hard drugs or anything like that. But still, addictions come in many different variations. And all those variations, they matter in terms of competitive edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially today. If you're an alpha and you thrive on being the very best, no matter what the sport is, the better you want to be, the bigger those competitive edges become. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense? Staying out late, no matter the day. Teammates say he never slept, dude. Drinking, Jordan loved his alcohol, smoking cigars, eating bad. Nutrition is a big competitive edge. It's monumental. And if you're drinking beers and eating like shit, even on playoff days, the GOATs of today don't do that. No. They just don't.
They don't have that liberty.
They just don't. You think Tom Brady's out there drinking? He doesn't even drink alcohol at all on the season, during the season.
Yeah, but that was the 80s, man.
I know. I got a lot of. I got a lot to say with pushback.
My point is
they didn't have.
My point is
demon.
Yeah.
They're talking about him transitioning into today's
if
game.
He had the nutrition and the training and the and
50
the resources
between 50. But still, though, he smokes cigars. He gambles. He stays out late every night gambling.
But those things
but he couldn't do that.
Aren't tolerated now. He couldn't do that today.
Social media.
That's what you're saying. By the way, he golfs so damn much, you would think he was confused between the PGA and the NBA. Like you don't know what his job is. So my point is, everybody's so quick to say he would average between 50 and 60 on 75% shooting. And it's like, dude, you would have to give up a lot of shit to do that, considering his lifestyle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good.
I'm not talking about on the court. I'm talking about off the court.
Off the court. He couldn't be Michael Jordan in the 80s in 2020.
Fuck no. The GOATs of today don't do that.
Chefs,
I don't know, man.
LeBron does that. LeBron eats like shit before game 5 on 2-2 in the finals.
I'm pretty sure there's a day.
Fuck no. No, then you're wrong.
I'm pretty sure there's a day when he slacks off.
I'm pretty sure there's a day during the season he does, but not during. Dude, Jordan was drinking beers on game day before. He said he woke up in the morning, he drank 2 beers before he played in a game. He said that on the fucking documentary. Now, he could have been totally kidding around, but he didn't sound like he was kidding around because then he said he went and shot a few holes right after that, and then he came back to shoot around. I heard that shit, and I'm like, really? You're drinking? And then you see him on the thing. Dude, I didn't see him once with a cigar, even back then, without a cigar in his mouth.
Remember,
dude was smoking cigars like crazy. You know how bad cigars are for your lungs?
Yes.
But, I mean...
Look at Lawrence Taylor. Look at, Michael Irvin. Look at...
But I was going to say also...
is on hardcore.
But I'm talking about...
Ken Stablers.
You guys are missing my point now. He obviously was successful back then.
Yeah.
But would he translate to today?
With those habits, I don't
You think he could give them up?
That's my question.
I think he could, yeah.
That's a big...
He would have to.
Well, this is the thing that I think about.
Because Michael Jordan is so competitive, bro. If he knew that LeBron was doing it and he was that successful... His one main thing was winning championships, bro. He would give it up.
If he didn't give it up, then he wouldn't be Michael Jordan.
He would not today.
Not today.
All right, well, follow me here then. So, all right, so it's not a trade. All right, so here we go. Because remember this. You say he's quick to give it up.
Yeah.
All right. He said he wouldn't even play basketball without Phil as his coach. So that in itself tells you he doesn't like change.
Fuck that.
He doesn't even want a different coach.
Well, because he
you
didn't-
think he's going to change his lifestyle?
He didn't have to change back then, dude. He wouldn't have that pull in today's game.
Well, he wouldn't have the Bulls either.
Right.
But
He wouldn't have all that.
but
He
you got-
wouldn't have that demand.
But you got
So you're making my point that his game is less and less likely that he's going to transition.
Well,
And
he
if you
has the ability.
and you look at personalities. Phil was a laid back type dude. Jordan was an alpha male. I mean, he got along with Phil because Phil was
Yeah,
smart.
there's a lot of pushback. I can
Phil
see.
was smart enough to get out of his way.
Well, if he plays today, he's dealt a new hand.
yeah.
No more GM Krause assembling a perfect combination of talent, arguably the best GM ever. No more best coach ever, Phil Jackson. No more second best player in the league, most underrated motherfucker in the history of the game, and especially after this documentary, Scottie Pippen.
Bro, you get one. You get a number two. Basketball now is
Yeah,
one and
but
two combo.
but he's not getting the second best player in the league.
Yes, he is.
You can.
Who? How? How's Jordan going to get the second player? LeBron doesn't get the second best player
Yes,
in the
he
league.
got Dwayne Wade, LeBron, and
That
Dwayne
wasn't
Wade
at the
did it.
time the second best player in the league, Kobe. I could name 10 more players that
Okay,
were
but
better
no,
than
not
Dwayne Wade
literally.
and
No,
Bosh.
the
But look
debate-
at
the debate is for something else.
Curry and Durant.
Well,
LeBron and AD,
Yeah.
it's there together.
LeBron and AD is not the second best player in the league. I could name
Well,
10 players
no.
better than AD.
No, you can't.
No, what my point is,
Yes,
Jordan
you
was
got
not.
name
Jordan,
You can't name 10
okay,
players.
hold on.
AD.
The
Or
better-
somebody as good
Yes,
as-
I can. Yes,
maybe-
I can.
Hey,
Who the fuck can
maybe
you
not the
name?
number 2 in the league, but maybe somebody that's as good as Scottie Pippen.
Who's 10 players
No.
better?
I
than
want to know the 10 players
Dude,
better than
Kawhi, Giannis, fucking. I
Kawhi
could
is
go
not better than
James-
Anthony Davis.
Dude, there's-
No. Kawhi can't play a center.
You're
Kawhi can't
crazy.
play a center one-on-one. Anthony Davis can.
I'd take Kawhi every time you ask me over him, even with the injuries.
But are they both better than a modern day
Well,
Scottie?
Anthony Davis gets injuries too. Anyway,
Regardless if they're number 2 now.
Listen.
Yeah.
We're getting way the fuck
Yeah.
off track
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, Scottie game was
No more.
translated
Hold
better.
on. What he's saying is LeBron gets number 2s all the time. What he's missing is that Scottie Pippen was the second best player, not on the team, in
Yeah,
the
he-
league.
yeah,
Get
that's
the
true.
fuck out of here, dog. How the fuck do you think that?
That's why I
Bro,
just
he
said.
really was.
That's why I
Are you
just said he was the
fucking
most
crazy?
underrated. Yeah.
No, underrated is different than being the second
No,
best.
no, that's-
First of all,
of
there
the
wasn't a
time.
second best. There was Jordan and then Jordan's shadow.
Right.
Second of all, Scottie fucking Pippen was not the second best because if he was the second best, anything close, they would have won a finals without Michael Jordan, but they didn't. So the simple fact that they couldn't get past them,
Yeah.
that's the perfect point.
That
they
was a
couldn't do.
great argument, except for Jordan was there long before Pippen, and he didn't do shit without
That's
him.
fine.
He couldn't even get
because he needed number two.
respectable.
Because he needed a number 2, not the number 2 guy in the fucking
Well, I'm
league.
just telling you. He came after.
I'm
Plus,
hard pass.
well, check this out, dude.
So you're telling me? So
First-
wait. So off this point right here, and then we can end the
Okay.
conversation.
Scottie
Jordan
Pippen
goes one. Jordan goes one in a draft. You draft Pippen number 2 over
Back.
Shaq.
Well,
over
let
Akeem.
me give you an example.
Over.
Oh, yeah.
over,
Akeem was in the
over,
league, bro.
who else?
Let me give you an example, please.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Okay. Scottie Pippen went to the Dream Team, 1992.
Dream
1,000%.
team, baby.
Jordan came back and said he outplayed everybody, including him, on several games.
Yes.
So what do you got to say?
Fine.
And
That he blows
also,
his
hold on.
teammates. Yeah, he blows smoke
Scottie,
up that he blows
Scottie
smoke up
Pippen's
his
team.
ass.
Well, he told that to Phil Jackson. Why would he tell that to anybody else? So Scottie Pippen also
Yeah.
averaged almost identical playoff numbers than Jordan the whole fucking 6 rings that they
Because
won.
he's a baller.
Yeah.
Well,
doesn't
dude, that
mean-
doesn't sound like he's fucking just
But
a
you're not-
shadow. That
but
just
you're not
that sounds like
taking-
a good shadow, bro.
But you're not taking Larry Bird over Scottie Pippen. You're not taking Magic Johnson
No,
over Scottie
that's
Pippen.
true.
Dog, that's the number 2. That's how it starts. If you're starting a team,
in
you say number
1991, in 1991, I'm taking
I gotta
Scottie
grab my
Pippen
phone.
over all of them.
I
Yeah,
gotta grab it.
yeah.
'Cause
Scottie
that's
Pippen's
wild.
going over
At
all of them. Larry
91?
Bird was dead in 91.
Yeah,
he died of old age. He was dead. No, his back was dead. I mean, it's true. So look, the point is, dude, he was arguably the best. I
Right.
think
No, but
anybody
you're
would
saying
say.
a lot. That's a lot.
No, I'm not
That-
saying.
you're
Well,
basically
you're not even
telling-
letting me say everything. You're fucking stuck
No,
on
but-
Pippen, and I'm sitting here telling you, dude,
And
they had the
number two,
best
I'm
GM
saying
ever.
he was
They had the
better.
best coach ever. He had the best fucking help ever. And that was even before he fucking got Rodman. They didn't even talk about Horace Grant. They didn't even talk about Phil Jackson in this fucking documentary, dude. They really overlooked them, dude. They really did, man.
Because it
that
was-
team was the greatest team ever assembled.
Had all
And he
the
can't
pieces.
take that team into today, and he can't play with that fucking team. That's all I'm saying.
So you
I
don't think
disagree.
he could assemble? Okay, so if he don't, so who would translate to that? So if you put Jordan with Curry
Look.
and freaking,
No, that's out of the pocket.
Well, if you look,
that's
if
out
you,
of pocket. I see what you're saying, but that's
Yeah.
look,
apples and
okay,
oranges.
but
If
listen,
you-
let
okay,
me
you
say
put-
so- let me
you
say
put
something
Curry-
else.
You put Jordan.
I know where
with-
you're going, and I'm going to help you.
Okay.
Okay. So
That's
imagine
apples and
taking
oranges.
Jordan off the Bulls right now.
Right.
Leave
Okay.
them back in there. Take KD, put him there. Same success, better, or maybe a little less. Take LeBron, put him back there. Same success, maybe more, maybe less. Take anybody. Take a fucking name. Kawhi Leonard. Take anybody you fucking want. Same success, maybe less, maybe a little bit more.
Bro, you can't
think
say
so.
that.
Any big name from today.
I don't think so, though.
Giannis, you can name him, dude. It doesn't matter,
Bro.
dude. That team was so stacked, dude.
I'm a LeBron love. I love LeBron, bro. I love KD. But if you talking about Bill Laimbeer, my horn, you going to the hole, you getting your head knocked off, bro. That is way.
Yeah, the Pistons
different.
were
They
fucking.
was so, but everybody was like that. It wasn't just the Pistons. You had
So you're saying
New
that
York.
Jordan? So you're saying that Jordan would have an easier time because of that today?
Because way easier.
That would help his case. Yeah,
You
that would
giving
be on
Jordan?
the-
I
you
agree.
giving-
I
you-
agree.
Yeah.
You giving Jordan
That
what
would
he-
help him average
but
30.
But you giving Jordan what he had to learn to create in
Okay.
those conditions.
All right.
The space.
Let me make another example.
Being more
All right.
physical took away from other things.
Right.
All right, so
I think we've been
I agree
working
with
too
that.
hard, buddy.
I agree with that. Hold on, I agree with that. But listen, this is the thing about today's game. Also,
Talk.
Jordan will wear down if he played in today's game, and this is why.
Dog, he played. He
You
never
watched-
missed a game.
Exactly. But if you listen for a second, just listen.
But time out. That's you're doing folk tales. You're saying if he would never, he did it like in the roughest of the basketball era.
you didn't even.
He didn't miss.
You
a
don't
game.
even
So now
know the
you're going-
point. You don't even know the point I'm
But you're
about to
saying
make.
hypothetical. What are you going to say? That his diet?
I didn't say
'cause he
hypothetical.
eats
I'm gonna give you
pizza?
some real fucking
'Cause he eats
scores.
Pizza that
These
way
are
he's
all
going to be
facts.
bad because he stays up late. He would change his diet. He would adapt like everyone else did. Jordan was shitty. Jordan was shitty on
Staying
certain
out
things.
all night gambling and shit.
Those
dude,
things
no.
aren't tolerated either, though, in the league.
Come on,
Yeah.
dude.
Think about it. With social media, he couldn't be that guy.
Exactly.
The
And that's
only reason-
another good
the
example.
only
Thank
reason
you.
why
No
he could-
social media either.
The only
Basically,
reason
it
why,
just comes down to his character. Can he kick
Bro,
it or not?
they don't even
Can he
realize
give
that
all
they're
that up or
helping
not?
my case.
No, you're not.
Well, you don't even know what the fuck I'm about to say
You're
yet.
gonna say that you say he ate pizza. He stood
No,
up.
no,
late.
no, 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 no. That was like
and
10
he was
minutes
still,
ago,
and He was
dude.
still dropping 45 in flu
Can
games.
I talk? Can I talk while we're wasting? While we're just wasting.
Pizza is
No,
stayed
no,
up
listen,
late.
you're talking gibberish.
Hey, we're wasting the listeners' time.
No, they like this. It's a debate.
No, because I'm not even getting nothing out of my fucking mouth without you stopping
did.
me, bro.
You started the conversation.
No, I'm really trying to say something, but
I'm
you're just
waiting.
you
I'm
just stop me.
waiting.
Okay, so the last dance, the very
Here we
last
go. I
finals,
got you.
the very last finals, good shit. The very last finals, it was 81-79 was the final of the game one. 93-88 final of game two. 96-54 in a game three. Utah Jazz only put up 54 points in a fucking game, dude. That just shows you the easy competition he was dealing with. 82-86, 83-81, and the last game was 87-86. Now those actually were high games because the one before that they were scoring in the 70s a lot. All right, double that. 80s, 160. Bro, they're putting up games like 150, 140 all the time today. So that's 2 times the amount of points being scored, which means double the amount of running. That means Jordan would fatigue faster running because every time the basket goes in, you got to go to the other end of the floor,
play
which
defense.
gets you fucking tired, dude.
Okay. Which
So-
LeBron can do, and so can Michael Jordan.
well, that's why I did. That's another thing
But-
you
but
don't
the only-
know
So
about
LeBron,
Jordan.
so LeBron playing in his prime with probably the greatest team in Miami ever versus Baby Durant, Baby James, and Baby Russell Westbrook means nothing. He has literally the best team in the East playing babies that aren't even in their prime and that they left like 2 years after. That doesn't mean anything. What competition is that? He's
Well,
playing
that's-
children.
Yeah.
Well, that was to offset LeBron. That was because he just watched what LeBron did.
But what
He
does that
took-
have to
he-
do? I'm talking about
2000
just competition level. You're saying Jordan couldn't hold it. LeBron played babies in a final, and he was glorified.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that he could or couldn't.
You're saying
dude.
competition.
But-
I'm not even saying on the fucking court, bro. Well, this whole thing started because it was
You
an
just said-
addiction.
you just
Because
said on the
everything's
court.
no, because
You
it's
said
I
there
know.
wasn't a lot of scoring. There wasn't a lot of
Right.
transitioning.
I'm just talking about how fast the game's picked up. But
Yeah,
right
I'm with
now,
you on that.
let me focus on this because you just overlooked this so easily, man. Cigars for a dude that likes smoking cigars alone. Let's just start there. It's a very important thing. The man loves his cigars, dude, and he's gonna fucking smoke cigars.
I see what you're saying.
Cool. He drinks, bro. Every fucking time I saw him with so many bottles of beer, he was on a flight. Beer. He drinks. The man loves his alcohol.
Okay.
Fucking drinks. All right, that's another thing. Competitive edge. There's no social media anymore. The dude stayed out late. There's numbers of stories, dude. On game nights, the bitch would be out till 3 or 4 a.m. gambling. He went to Rodman. He went to fucking Vegas to go get Rodman. He stayed there. Fucking, I mean, dude, the dude had things that he could do, and he could do it because they were winning. Okay, but they also had a hell of a help with that team, dude. That team was amazing.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time,
So,
the
I'm
thing
just saying his lifestyle
my
would have to
only
change,
But
dude.
my own and one of my, I get you on that. But one of my big drawbacks is this: Stephen Curry can really not play defense against a superior point guard in the NBA.
Correct.
His feet are too slow.
He's fragile.
He's fragile.
Delicate.
He can't hold his
He
own
can't
weight.
hold his own weight. And if you get somebody with quick feet, he can't. So if the Golden State Warriors can hire him and only use him really as a 3-point specialist,
You guys are confusing saying though who would win, the
Jordan
Bulls
can't
or
create
Golden State. That is
space.
not that is
No,
not
you
the,
brought it in. You brought it in minor, but I didn't want to get into that conversation.
No, that's not
You
that's
brought
not
it
where
in.
I'm going with
just
this.
saying, I'm just saying if you can take Stephen Curry
You take-
and make him change the game with his 3-point shot, Jordan,
good.
and you giving him space to play because defense now,
Bro,
give
pick
you
and pop,
space.
bro. Pick and pop. It doesn't
dude
matter
would
what
be-
defense you play, dude.
he
You
would
run
be
them off a pick and you pop. These
crazy.
cats shoot so quick. Klay Thompson and fucking Steph Curry. But that's another story.
I think you're on an island
that
on this
doesn't
one.
matter. Look, that really doesn't matter because I think if they played 10 games, one would win fucking 5 and the other one win 5. You know what I mean? Like that's how I look at that shit, dude. I don't really give a shit. I'm not into
I
that.
don't.
That's
I
not
don't.
what I'm here to discuss.
But
I'm
you're
here
saying
to
his
tell you
habits would-
his habits. You
would be
asked
a
me
problem
how
in
he
the James
transitions,
game.
and the documentary highlighted how off he was. Man, he had it pretty fucking easy.
And if you think about it, his length would
What do you
be
mean
a
he had
problem.
it easy?
He had it easy in Chicago.
Oh,
What do you
no.
mean he had it easy?
Scottie Pippen had to guard Magic Johnson in the first championship. He only had to play Clyde Drexler in the second one. The fucking Phoenix cake was a walk. Fucking Sonics, dude. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp walk.
You do
60
realize
wins.
most of the finals are like that. Kobe Bryant's not playing defense,
And
on
then they had to
Paul
play
Pierce.
the Jazz twice.
LeBron James isn't playing on Kevin Durant all the time. You do realize it happens.
LeBron's had to play Duncan twice. That's a dynasty.
And
He had
he
to play the
lost. And
fucking
he lost.
Right.
Exactly.
No, he beat him once.
Yeah,
he beat
he
him
lost-
one time.
he lost once.
No, he had to play him 3 times, and he beat him once. Anyway, it's a
Duncan
dynasty
had-
though. Jordan didn't have to play any dynasties, dude, unless you want to count the Pistons. But he got his ass whooped most of the time by the Pistons. So I mean,
think-
we're back.
I
We're on
see
this
it.
team thing again, and I'm
No,
saying
it's not
this.
saying team. Everything I'm debating with you. I'm saying I'm bringing it to recent times, and I'm knowledgeable of what you're talking about. And I'm saying that it's hard to say that Jordan had it easy because he played all the 82 games. You're saying he couldn't play now because of the
Right.
diet.
That he
'cause
would
of
not be
traveling.
playing 82
But you
fucking
don't-
games.
But you don't know that. That was the thing back then.
Okay, well
People
then
smoked in the locker room
if he
before
did,
a decade before
if he
that.
did, but did you hear what I said about the points? If he did play defense today, then that would limit the way he could fucking exert his energy on the
got
fucking
Defensive Player
offensive
of the
end
Year.
because the game is so much faster.
So
dude. It
defensive
would
player of the
take
year
away-
means nothing.
No, it does back then, but the game was slower, dude. It was half court game. There was so
But you
much.
still play defense. You still move your feet. You still have to play defense. It's not
Right,
like
but
it's not
it's-
like it's
but it's not a track meet like
it's not
it
like
is
it's
today.
offense and defense of a different
But
sport
today,
like football.
you know what it's like on the basketball court, dude.
Correct.
You go down and you're chilling for a little bit, and if there's a couple misses, dude, it's a
But
lot of
my-
fucking
but-
running.
Oh, okay, but if Steph Curry
Today-
runs into Michael Jordan's calf, he's out for 7 weeks because he doesn't drink milk. You can't tell me there's nothing different.
Drink milk.
No.
If he runs into Jordan weighs too much. You can't post him up. You're not gonna be able to
Dude,
do it.
there's-
Jordan's gonna back you down. He's gonna back you into your womb,
There's-
and you're gonna have to start all over. You're
There's
gonna
like
be "Damn, I
5
need to eat
people
milk
or 10 people
or
with
eat
Jordan's
some
athletic
bread."
ability today, dude, that could do the things on offense
Sorry.
in different
Jordan
ways.
would post up half
just telling you.
half these 3-pointers.
No.
James Harden is so fucking.
But no,
James Harden doesn't play defense.
Exactly.
Steph Curry doesn't play defense.
And that's exactly what would happen to Jordan.
All these kids that
He would
shoot.
have to let up
But
on
the
Jordan,
one-
the
but the one-
defense to
but the one
put it
thing-
out on offense.
The one thing you're leaving out about Jordan is I equate Jordan to the way I equate Joe Montana. When he was in the finals, he won the fucking finals. Period.
Right.
Point blank and period.
Right.
GOAT. Greatest ever.
And when he went to Kansas City, he beat San Francisco.
Yeah. But I mean,
He
when
beat
Joe
his old
Montana, when Joe
You take Joe over Brady?
all day.
I like it. I like
All
that
day.
take. I like that take.
Damn.
All day. Because when I know this about Jordan, I know this about Joe Montana.
Because Joe
If
didn't
I-
throw an interception in the Super Bowls, and he didn't do nothing wrong. He did
Right.
nothing wrong,
And
and he still got the
this-
GOAT thing taken away from him because Brady outdid
mean-
him. And it was as soon as he won that Atlanta Super Bowl, it was just a different conversation.
And the thing about that make it different is when Joe was there, Joe won. It's been times Brady
agree.
was in the championship, he lost.
So
That's
you
interesting.
think Michael Jordan just would have been stubborn, smoking cigars while everybody's
No.
eating healthier,
No.
better travel, better.
That's hard to say.
Better.
It's hard to say,
living.
dude. You don't
But-
know.
but
It's
then-
not hard to say. That
Yeah,
was the
it is.
thing.
Yeah.
He was an
Omar,
animal.
do you know what
a creature of
addiction is,
habit.
though?
Yeah.
Do you know what addiction is?
It's will to
If
win.
you cage,
Yeah,
if you cage us
I also
in a
see
certain
crackheads
way,
jump over
and we
buildings
can't
and
do
everything.
what makes us happy.
But-
Why do you think he let Dennis Rodman go do what he wanted? That's why Phil was such a fucking genius, man, because he had it figured out. And that's why I was so mad at the documentary a little bit, because it was like, man, you didn't say nothing about Horace Grant. You didn't say nothing
it
about
was
Ron Harper. You
but
didn't
it
say
was-
nothing about
but
Phil
the
Jackson.
Last Dance was about the last season, and you got to.
They were all on the team.
By the time it came to the last season, Jordan was every.
They could have done more for Phil, dude. They could have done more for Phil. That's how I feel.
They could have done more for Dennis Rodman. They could have done more for everybody else.
Hey, Omar, you see basketball players today, and you know what they do for a living. You seen them back then, and you be like, I could take this fucking guy. There's a lot of players like that were small and not that intimidating. So that's all I'm saying, motherfucker.
The debate
So good,
continues.
Today's GOATs, they seek out and utilize every competitive edge they can find, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They even do stupid shit if they think it works. You know what I mean?
I feel you, bro.
They do. They'll do any fucking thing. So we got a clip on Boumani from Outside the Lines. It's on Brady and yeah, we're gonna check it out real
Shout
quick.
out to Boumani.
May 8th, the Players Coalition sent a letter to the Department of Justice asking the FBI to immediately investigate the killing of 26-year-old Ahmaud Arbery. The letter follows stunning video of Arbery being chased down and shot while running in a South Georgia neighborhood. The letter was signed by individuals of varying repute, but no name jumped off the page like the one between Brandon Bolton and Terrence Brooks: Tom Brady. It's surprising Brady did something so intentional. He lent his most valuable commodities, his name and image, to a controversial cause. Opposing the extrajudicial killing of a black man may be an easy stance for many, but race in America muddies those waters for most. Brady did something the owners as a collective have been reluctant to do: used his credibility toward helping the Players Coalition improve America. Media covers Brady breathlessly, typically talking about things that don't matter. Well, signing this letter does matter, and it should get more attention than accidentally walking into the wrong house in a Tampa neighborhood. The NFL is a partner of the Players Coalition, but the potential of the coalition will be unlocked when the league embraces it, when its most visible and trusted names co-sign its work and the media properly recognizes that work. Things get done with those who are privileged and power treat these matters like they're significant. This doesn't make Brady a hero, no more than the other players who signed the letter, and certainly not more than those on the ground every day. But he is Tom Brady. People pay attention when he talks. And if they'll listen when he says he'll play until he's 45, they should listen to what he's saying about a young man who died at 26.
True that, and shout out to Brady and everybody on that list. That's a big deal right there.
Yeah, that's a big one up, bro.
Yeah, he's putting his name on it.
Yeah.
That's huge, man.
But
But you know what that means, though? It means Brady's not a racist.
Yeah, I like that. I can stand behind that.
I stand behind that too. I can see
True that. Well, the GBI arrested William Roddy Bryan Jr. on charges of felony murder and criminal attempt to commit false imprisonment.
Oh,
These
yeah.
charges stem from the February 23rd, 2020 incident that resulted in the death of Ahmaud Arbery. He will be booked in Glenn County Jail. Good.
I love it.
Awesome.
I love it. I love
Progress is fucking
right.
blessed.
it. I love it.
Yes,
Progress
sir.
is blessed.
CNN or whatever.
Sergeant
Try to be Captain. Try to be Captain Savo.
Yeah.
Got your ass caught up.
That's
And
what
run,
you
but you
should.
can't hide anymore.
They say that fucking video,
Word is
if it
out.
didn't pop up, they wouldn't been able to arrest
Arrest
anybody.
anybody.
And he did.
And he the
Gregory McMichael's the one that turned
Yeah,
it in.
and he the one because he thought it was gonna give him some kind
That's
of.
what he
immunity.
said. That's what he said. He was hoping it would clear his case.
But no, you a part of it because you was pursuing that dude too.
I just think they're so stupid.
I know.
I just think they're so stupid that they don't even know.
And did you see his daughter took a picture of the dude and put him on Snapchat?
Yeah, dude. I was gonna get into that, but this is a freestyle, so I was just going through it.
Nah,
you
but
know
that,
what I
and
mean?
I don't even want to. I don't want to bring that down. We
I'm
got
sorry.
Justice came
been
through.
done, yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Sergeant
Yeah.
Troop in the house. We got Sergeant Troop here
No,
today.
we gotta post
Yeah,
them. We gotta
I'll
post
tap Tebow's head for that. Yo,
Yeah,
see, he's
Tebow,
been
we
on a roll lately.
Sergeant Troop.
Anybody else got something to say to the people?
them. Take care of each other.
Yeah.
Take care of your family. Memorial weekend.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah, don't fight over Jordan and LeBron.
Social
Yeah.
distance if you can.
Fight over that last piece of cheesecake, blood.
Yeah.
Don't sweat the small shit.
Yes.
Go get a Cinnabon.
Love each other.
Yeah.
Love each other.
Stress free, love free.
Yeah. For real talk, though, I mean, support each other and lift each other up. Say something encouraging even when you don't feel that way.
That's true.
It's the hardest shit to do, but it really brings out the character in you.
That is
You
true.
can improve your character
Beautiful.
or worsen it every day based on how you deal with your deal. So think about that. Be good to each other. And we'll see you next time. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Man, I smell something, man. You smell something? I definitely smell something out here. I smell pussy. Yo, he's a pussy, man. Think his ass.
Be a part of the Pride on the People's Network. Subscribe.